Imagine the impact of being kind, smiling more, seeing the good first. Life is too short to be dragging others down. You get a choice every single day. Choose kindness. This world needs you. Listen up, friends. Let's talk about something before the video starts, because you might be interested in this. I visited a different Goodwill store out of town. And I know I stood on this one aisle for it seemed like 10 minutes holding this box of plastic slippers. Where is Cinderella? I just found a whole bunch of her shoes. And I know the ladies around me were thinking, ma'am, hey you, would you hurry up and move along? Scootsy it along. But I was standing there thinking of everything I could do with these shoes. And then I had a crazy idea hit me. I thought, what if I'd done a collaboration with my subscribers? What? You know, I love collaborations and I do it all the time with other YouTube channels. But what if I'd done one with my subscribers? Okay, here's how it's going to go. Now, don't comment below that you want to be entered until you listen to all of the details, because you may not want to be involved in this. It may not be your thing. It may not be your jam. Here's the deal. I want to pick 2 people. We'll make a list of everyone who enters. I'll give I'll give everyone a bingo number. They'll all go into the wheel. We'll spin it and I'll pick not 1, but 2 people. And then those 2 people that win will be shipped out 2 or 3 of these slippers, just in case you mess up. Now let me walk you around this slipper right quick. This just isn't an ordinary slipper. You know how I have a bigger version of this and the back of the heel is solid, but this one you could put something down in. So you could put your favorite resin tool in the back, maybe your bubble wand in the front. You could do all kinds of things with this little slipper here. But that's not all. I turned it over and look at that area in the front of the high heel. You could make that part a shaker. Stop it. You could throw shaker bits in there, put your acetate sheet right there, seal it up, and then you have a high heel shaker. And a place back here and a place up here. I mean, this is just too much fun. So, here's what we're going to do if you all think this is a good idea and you want to do it. Now, don't be discouraged if this sounds like a lot of fun. This is not about showing each other up. This isn't about who's the best artist. This is us getting together, having a good time. And all the rest of my subscribers are going to be the judges. And they're going to pick first runner-up. They're going to pick first prize and second runner-up. And first prize winner will get an actual prize. And if it's me that wins, then I'm just going to be excited about it. Okay? But I know there's a lot of you out there that are very, very creative. So, hey, your shoe might be way better than mine. So we're going to decorate our shoe. I think I might use some rhinestones and maybe some flowers or something. I did see one of these high heels in here had a butterfly on the, someone glued a butterfly on the tip. So it might even be cute to do some butterflies and rhinestones. I don't know. Then we're going to make a mold out of it. I'm going to ship you the silicone. And then we're going to create in our mold and post it on my community page. And then the rest of my subscribers are going to be the judges. What do you think about that? Do you think that sounds like fun? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you all think this is a good idea and I can at least get 2 people to do it with me, then we'll get this started. Now you have to find your own stuff to decorate your shoe with. But I'm going to send you the shoes and I'm going to send you the silicone. Okay? And it'll be enough in case you mess up. You'll have enough to do it again. All right? Let me know if this sounds like a lot of fun. And I know that y'all are thinking that, you know, I'm very creative. But that's not what this is about. And there's a lot of people out there that are way more creative than I am. And they might end up in this collaboration. But that's not what this is going to be about. This is not about who's better and who's the better artist here. That's not what this is about. This is us getting together, having a good time. That's what this is about. Okay? So don't be discouraged to be in the collaboration or to enter the collaboration. I'm going to make a list of the people that do want to enter it, and I'm going to give them a bingo number. We're going to put them in the bingo wheel, spin it, and I'm going to pick 2 people. So don't be discouraged to enter if this sounds like a lot of fun to you, because that's not what this is about. We're not showing up one another. We're not seeing who's the best artist here. This is just something we're doing for fun, and we're going to have a good time. And all of my other subscribers are going to be the judges. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing this on my channel, and we will get it started. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Grab your gloves because we're about to pour some magic. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you joined the chaos with me today. Today is Coasting Through the Wheat Coaster Wednesday. That's a collaboration between myself and several other artists. If you have a YouTube channel and you like creating things in coaster molds, why don't you join us? We get together every Wednesday and create things in coaster molds. I'm going to be using these today, and we're going to be creating 3 more of my traveling coasters. If you're new to my channel, let me tell you what these traveling coasters are all about. On Fridays, I do giveaways, and the winner will also be packed in their box several of my coasters. And I just asked them to hide the coasters around their hometown. It won't be but maybe 2 or 3. And then when someone finds the coaster, there'll be a little NFC reader in there that they can scan, and it will give them the directions to go to my YouTube channel, to my community page, take a picture of the coaster and post it, and then I in return will read the comment and see if they found a rare coaster which has a prize. So I just really am in hopes that I can spread a little bit of kindness and a whole lot of God around the world. Each of my coasters will have a Bible scripture in them, and you never know when someone might need that on some days that maybe they just are barely hanging on. You know, you never know what another person is going through in their life. So I'm just in hopes that it can do something like that in someone else's life. I'm going to be doing something different here today. I was thinking about this about maybe a few months ago, and I just haven't tried it yet. Do you remember when I bought those Kamenskaya alcohol inks and I was playing with them? And I came up with this beautiful bloom that I named the porcelain bloom. Well, check that video out. I put the title up here. It's amazing. Well, I was thinking, what if we took the Kamenskaya alcohol ink and we dropped it in like we do the enoki and the snowflake, the milk and the pom-pom in the octopus inks? What if we done that and it acted like the enoki and the other whites in with the colors? I don't know what it's going to do, but I think we should try it. So we're going to do it 3 different ways here. I have some inks here, here, and here, my colors that I've chosen. But how they're going to be different is, this one we're going to use this Kamenskaya alcohol ink in, and we're going to drop in maybe 3 drops of the Kamenskaya alcohol ink. We're going to do maybe a drop or 2 of the enoki to see the difference in the 2. And in this one, we'll drop it down to maybe 2 drops of Kamenskaya alcohol ink and no enoki. And then the third one, we'll drop it down to 1 drop of this and just nothing else besides the inks. So won't that be fun? Let's get to it. I ran my resin through my Bond Crafter vacuum machine. So let's get it out. There's one of my hairs right there. I didn't want it to fall in the resin. And here's our resin. Has a few bubbles on it this time. Sometimes it has, most of the time it has absolutely none. And every once in a while I'll pull it out, it might have a bubble or two. But I think the difference is I had it on the floor because I'm reconstructing my craft room. And the machine, it says to put it on the table with a silicone mat underneath it. And I didn't do that. It was on the floor. So that may be why. Let's put our coasters back out here. Now I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol in each coaster, and that's going to help out with any bubbles. And I'm going to bop them upside down on my table, get any excess out. And then we're going to go ahead and drop in some of this resin. We want to leave room for another pour because we need to put the inserts in, the NFC reader and stuff for the coasters. So we don't want to fill them up. Now I'm going to go around the edges here and check for any bubbles. I have a little bubble wand right here that Laura sent me, but I don't see any bubbles to get out because we spritzed that alcohol, so I don't think I need it right now, but I keep it on my table. It's a nifty little bubble snatcher. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and start down here. And I picked out red wine, evergreen, and plum with the peach smoothie, Kamenskaya alcohol ink. So let's go ahead and drop our colors in. This is the plum. The red wine. And then the evergreen. Now we're going to take the peach smoothie. These inks, Kamenskaya inks, have a little ball in them. And just shake it up real good. And we're just going to put one drop. I'm going to put it right there. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. Now we're going to go to the next coaster. I picked out lemon, fuchsia, brownie. It'll be my first time using the brownie, and sweet cherry. We're going to pair that with the lemon pie Kamenskaya alcohol ink. 2 drops this time. So let's get our lemon. Look how that peach smoothie is doing right there. Look at it. Isn't that crazy? All right, let's get the lemon in. Just do 3 drops of that. The fuchsia. If you live in the US and you want to try these inks out, you can find them in Laura's shop, Laura's Art Corner. I'll drop her link down below. I have a discount code too that you can use to save you some money. You'll find it right up there. Now I'm going to go in with the brownie. Let's do 3 drops of brownie. I don't know why, I just feel like 3 drops. And now the sweet cherry. Just do 2 drops of that.
Wow! Look what I did.
Oh, good night. Welcome to the chaos, my friends. All right. Now the Kamenskaya alcohol ink. Let's get it shaken up. And we're going to do 2 drops of this. And let's do 1 drop of enoki. Now we're going to move on over to the last coaster, which I have peacock, aronia, sunlight, and dragon fruit, paired with the baby blue Kamenskaya alcohol ink. We're going to do 3 drops this time. What? And 2 drops of enoki. Wowzers! Alright, I'm going to go in with peacock first. Just going to do 2 drops of peacock. Dragon fruit. This is a pretty color. We'll do 3 of the dragon fruit. Sunlight. I love, love, love this color. It's beautiful. Last but not least, aronia. Let's do 2 of aronia. Now for the Kamenskaya ink. Okay, 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. I put 1 right on top of that octopus ink. I want to see what it does. Right now it looks like a bomb went off in there. Now let's get the enoki. And we're going to do 2 drops. 1, 2. Alright, we're going to let these set for 45 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. And I'll meet you back in 45 minutes and we'll do some wispy woos through our inks. See you later. We went and ate the pizza buffet and I stayed a little bit too long, so I hope we're going to be alright with this. Let's go ahead and try to make our wispy woos in here right quick. Let me get you down a little bit. Man, they have this Bavarian cream pizza. Oh, goodness. Stop it. Okay, I'm going to move through here. I'm just right on the top, cruising around. I'm not going way down into the mold. Yeah, I'm glad I made it back in time because this was almost to the point where we could not do it. And we're probably going to trap a few bubbles down in there. But that's okay. I don't think it's going to look too bad. Alright, so we're finished with that one. Now let's move on to this one. Actually, that one goes on the end down there, and this one goes here. I don't know how they got switched because I moved them on my other table. Okay, here we go. It's kind of tough moving around in here. Alright, I'm going to stop right there. And we might have a big bubble get stuck right here. I'll try to get that air pocket out of there. There we go. And now let's move on to this one. Okay, get on out of there. Yeah, it's a little bit tough moving around in there. And there's a bubble right here. We try to push it on to the top so we can leave it there. I don't want it to get trapped in there. Okay, now our bubbles are coming to the surface, so that's a good thing. See, right there and here. So maybe we weren't too late. So all I'm going to do is just spritz a little bit of alcohol on the top of them to pop those bubbles that are going to come to the surface. And then I will meet you back for our next step. See you later. It's time to do our next step on our coasters. We're going to put on, in this one, I already have my resin mixed up too. It's the Bondcrafter epoxy resin. We're going to do the Siren by the Glitter Guy in this one. Sorry, I'm trying to open the lid. Then we're going to do Lilac Mist. This came from Hobby Lobby. It's beautiful. I thought it would look pretty in this one. And in this last one, I want to mix two glitters, Sunshine Shimmer and Buttercup. That's how Sunshine Shimmer looks. It's beautiful. I love this one. It's from Hobby Lobby. And they did put this one on clearance. Matter of fact, I don't even know if they sell this Sunshine Shimmer anymore. They clearanced it out. And I need to go check and see if they're still selling it. I just put a little bit of the Buttercup in, because I don't want to tell you anything that's not true. But I love that glitter. It's so pretty. Now hopefully I'll have enough room in these coasters to put a little bit of clear epoxy resin, because we are putting this color next so that when we put our inserts in, you won't see them from the other side. So we're going to throw the glitter down and give us a solid color to block the NFC tag on the opposite side. So I'm going to spritz some alcohol down in this coaster. And I might have too much mixed up. We're gonna see here. Like I said, I don't want to fill it up. I want to leave enough room for a top coat to lock in our insert. So I think that's plenty in that one. We got a little bit left. I'm going to put some alcohol in this one. Give it a little bit of a stir. Make sure we don't have any glitter sitting on the bottom. And now I'm going to do this one. Give it a little bit of a stir. Alright, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol to pop any bubbles on the top. We're going to let this cure for about 2 hours. And then we're going to stick our inserts on the top, our Bible scriptures, and then throw a little bit of top coat over it. And then I'll meet you back for demold. See you later. I've got all my coasters out right here. I put my Bible scriptures on there already. My NFC reader's right there. My number, where I can make sure which coaster this is. They're numbered. And I take pictures of them before they go off. So I know. I keep record of each coaster. So each of them has the NFC reader and the Bible scripture. They're numbered. Now let's go ahead and put this tabletop epoxy resin on the back. I don't normally do tabletop for these, but I'm going to do it because I'm making these keychains. And keychains get a lot of wear and tear. So I want to throw a tabletop epoxy on top of them to make sure they're scratch resistant and all that good stuff. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I go ahead and cover these right quick. Are y'all ready to demold these and see how they turned out? All right. You can feel a little bit right there from that one. I mean, just a tiny bit, but it's not bad. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Ephesians 5:15. This one has the 1 drop of Kamenskaya alcohol ink, I do believe. Yep. And see how it behaves? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? How it just feathers around in there. I love the glitter we put on the back of this one. Although it did wash out that purple we put in there. But you can still see the wispy woos in it for sure. Now, these are the two I'm really interested in seeing. But this one, I put it on my table that's not level because I have all my tables full. And we got a little bit of an overspill. But we'll just have to chip it off. This one says, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Proverbs 11:25. And I put some little gold flakes right there on the ends. You know why I done that? Because I trimmed it too much and the resin started seeping in there and making the ink bleed. So that's how I hid it. Shh, don't tell nobody. Oh, wow. Look how beautiful that is. We're going to have to experiment with this a little bit more. What do you think? You think so? Oh, let me get my little safety glasses on. Let me clean them a little bit. They're a little bit dirty. Now we're just going to snip this off. And there we go. I love that glitter in there. What do you think about this one? Didn't it turn out pretty? Now let's get this one out and see how it turned out. This one says, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. And I put a few of my little Mardi Gras sprinkles around the edges there. You ready? Oh, wow. Now, this one, we put 3 drops of Kamenskaya alcohol ink and a drop of Enoki. But it's so beautiful. Look through there how that turned out. Isn't that pretty? Look at it through here. Just gorgeous. So much going on in there. Just beautiful. So let me know which is your favorite out of all 3. I think my very favorite is this one right here. Turned out really pretty. I can take these off now. I think I'm safe. I also finished this shaker up. I don't know if y'all remember it or not, but it's been a while since we demolded this one. It's got my name on the back. That's my little inserts, how I like to finish my pieces off, my signature style. So I think it turned out so cute. And then I poured these again. I like to have extras on hand because you never know when you want something a little extra to add to a piece. You never know. With a little bit of glitter. Isn't that pretty? And then I have two turtles here. So I didn't put anything interesting in them. They're just alcohol ink and that's it. And here's the shell for that one. I gotta trim it up and make it fit on there just right. And this one turned out a really pretty color, I think. Let's get it out and see. Yes, I love that color. Look at the head. Look how that done. Isn't that pretty? And then here's the shell for that one. Friendly reminder, my friends, if you're skipping through my videos, you might miss important tips, results, or updates that answer your questions later on. Watching longer also helps YouTube understand that the content is valuable and share it with more people, which helps the channel continue to grow. And let's be honest, you never know where I'm going to hide the good stuff. It's rarely at the beginning or the end. Thank you for hanging out with me and supporting my creative chaos. We have reached the end, my friends. Don't forget to go check my description box and you'll find a playlist in there. If you'll click on that playlist, it will open up everyone else's video and you can binge watch how they're coasting through the week in a coaster mold. I also wanted to mention these nice silicone cups here that hold. It has cups on this side, milliliters on this side, and ounces on this side. A 16-ounce cup. I love this cup, and Laura has them in her shop. She was sold out for a while because everyone just loves this cup. I wanted to let you know she has them back in stock. So if you would like to have one of these, go grab you one. She has them in there now. They are back in stock. Also, if you want to give these octopus inks a go, Laura is the only U.S. seller. So I would drop her link below and you can go look around, browse around in her shop. She has tons of stuff to look at. I'm almost certain you will not leave without purchasing something. Right up here, I haven't tried this yet, but she has this in her shop. It's called Resin Rescue. And it's supposed to take the yellowness out of any of your epoxy resin that you have. Let's say you have some gallons of resin sitting on your shelf and it's yellow now. You can drop this in it and rescue that resin. You can also fix resin art pieces that you've made in the past that have turned yellow. So I'm super excited to give this a go. So I want to mention that. That is in her shop if you would like to grab you some. Don't forget that I have a discount code. I'll bop it up here for you that you can save some money while you're there shopping in Laura's Art Corner. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.